Everybody, so as you could probably tell by the title, I am not usually one to do these types of videos, but today I'm going to be doing a review on the Personal MicroDerm, and its acronym is PMD here. Yeah, I usually don't do these types of reviews, but when PMD had contacted me and asked me if I wanted to try out this product, this would actually be something that I would genuinely consider trying even if I weren't on YouTube at all, so I did agree to it. What a lot of people might not know is that I am a couple of years older than a lot of other YouTubers out there, and I am by no means a beauty guru. You know, I have a degree in health sciences, but I know almost nothing about makeup and beauty in general and using all sorts of different products. So I really wanted to try this for myself because I am more likely to use something like this than I am likely to use something that is chemical or heavily makeup based. So I'm getting to the point that I'm starting to develop little concentration lines right there, and it's kind of funny because this is genetic, and whenever I saw my parents or any adult really developing that little 11 between their eyebrows, I thought that meant that they were angry, and then they told me, oh no, I'm just concentrating. I'm developing a laugh line only on one side of my face, and I still have acne breakouts even in my late 20s, and if my parents are any indication, I'm probably going to have acne breakouts for the rest of my life, which is kind of unfair. Also, because I'm mixed race and mixed complexion, I have different parts of my face and all around my body that is actually different skin tone, different skin texture, different skin thickness, and some parts tan while other parts burn, so I have a really hard time keeping my skin tone even, and I have several different types of foundation because my skin can tan so easily even if I'm outside for 20 minutes. So I agreed to try the Personal MicroDerm here to see if it would help with any of my issues, and so I'm doing this review after using this once a week for 4 weeks. So just a little bit of skin background, a little bit of skin biology for you. You have three main sections to your skin, and the one that you see on the outside here, your first line of defense, is your epidermis. It's also your thinnest layer. If you have a light burn, like a light sunburn, it's going to affect this layer, but it's probably not going to affect how your hair grows or your sweat glands or sebaceous glands or your nerves or anything like that. Your second layer is your dermis, and this has more blood vessels. Some of your less deeply rooted hairs are in here. Also your sebaceous glands, which is how the oil and sebum in your skin is produced. This is where it's produced. And also your sweat glands. And so if you get blistering or if you get a deeper sunburn or a second-degree burn, then it's going to affect this layer. And so sometimes people with a second-degree burn, they may find that some of their hair does not grow back. And then your hypodermis, or your subcutaneous layer, it also has deeper rooted hairs. It also has more blood vessels and all of your nerves. So if you get a third-degree burn or any sort of damage to the subcutaneous layer, then you may not actually have any feeling or sensation in that part of your skin anymore. So the epidermis, as thin as it is, has another 5 layers to it, and the topmost layer that you actually see is called the stratum corneum, which is Latin and basically translates to the horny layer or the horny bed. So basically the PMD only works on the stratum corneum, and the reason why it's called the horny layer is basically it's layers upon layers of impacted, dead, keratinized skin cells, and when you look at it under a microscope, it resembles the keratin that is also found in the horns of animals. So it's interesting to think that, you know, from afar, anything that you see about a person is technically dead. If it's not moist or plump with blood, then it's basically dead. So your stratum corneum is dead, your hair is dead, your nails are dead. The inside of your eyes, you know, that is actually wet, so those cells are alive. The inside of your mouth is alive. But if you were to see somebody sleeping and you were to see somebody, say, recently dead or very well embalmed, then they may very well look quite similar. This is why when a lot of people, they go to funerals with an open casket, they say, oh, it just looks like they're sleeping. Well, that's because you can't see any parts of their body that's alive, so you're basically seeing the parts that's dead in a live person anyways. But most people don't want to look dead. We want to look bright and flushed. We want our skin to look dewy and alive, and so what better way to look alive than to get rid of the dead parts of your body. So basically the principle of how MicroDerm works is that it uses abrasion to slough off the top part of the stratum corneum, not the entire layer, but the top part, exposing the more alive cells underneath, which is technically just less dead cells. It's been dead more recently. And this actually signals to your dermis that a mild injury has occurred, and it causes those cells to work overtime, so you have a faster cell turnover. And so the less dead skin you have, the better your look. So what MicroDerm is supposed to do for you long term is supposed to make your skin look fresher, smoother, brighter. It's supposed to get rid of hyperpigmentation from scarring on your skin. It can help reduce acne breakouts. Some people have even mentioned that it can get rid of some freckling, or it can even get rid of some wrinkling around your face. So I decided to try this out and see if it worked. So this is what it looks like out of the box. This is the part that you attach to your face, and this is the part that attaches to an AC cord right here, which is good because I hate having to replace batteries. I am a self-confessed control freak. I don't like strangers touching me, so I am much more inclined to use this in the privacy of my own home, on my own time, where I can control the amount of abrasion and control the duration of the MicroDerm treatment, as opposed to going to a salon. I don't know which one is better because I have not tried a professional MicroDerm treatment. However, I know for a fact that this is cheaper because this tool is $180 for the initial kit, and MicroDerm treatments in a salon are around $125 in my area here for a 30-minute treatment. This I can do in about 5 to 10 minutes. Your skin needs a little bit of prep work beforehand though, so it might be 30 minutes all in, but it does save money overall. There are several different types of discs that come in this kit. So you have the large ones, which are for parts of your body, and then you have small ones that are for your face and little nooks and crannies on your body. I tend to not do any parts of my body except for my knees and my elbows, really. You also have a white training disc. You have the blue disc, which is for sensitive skin, the green disc, which is standard, and there also is a red disc that you can buy separately for the more advanced people who can use this sort of thing. They say on the website that the red disc, the most abrasive one, is the closest to a salon treatment. So these ones are a little bit gentler on your skin, and I very much recommend that you start with the blue disc and work your way up if you feel that you need to. I personally feel that I need to stay with the blue sensitive disc. But I need to say that even the blue sensitive disc, this is no wimpy, sucky disc. I thought it was going to be something a little bit squishy, maybe like a brush or something. This feels like a pumice stone. So this is going to really do a number on your skin. However, these discs do get old. It's recommended that you throw these out and replace them every 2 to 4 uses. So it's unfortunately not a situation where you buy the kit once and then you're done with it forever. There are replacement disc sets that you can buy on the website. I believe it's $15 for 6 discs. So if you use these discs 4 times each, and you use it say once a week, then you only have to buy another set of discs, $15 once every 6 months. If you only use this once every 2 or 3 weeks, then it can last you a year or a year and a half. So when I initially turned this on, it reminded me a lot of this nail buffing kit that I had before. Now this is $180, this is $30. Don't use this on your face. It's not meant for your face. It's going to be way too harsh for you. If you use this on your face, you're stupid. This is not optimized for your face. Similar premise, but definitely not the same tool. This one, the speed is presumably optimized for, you know, a safe abrasion, yet still being effective. The discs are supposed to be designed for sensitive skin, whereas this is designed for the hard parts of your fingernails and your toenails. And this also has a vacuum action, whereas this one does not, and it gets dust everywhere. So what the vacuum action does, I have found it useful for several reasons. One, it actually sucks away all the dead skin cells that have been sloughed away so that the area remains clean. However, you do have to wash this out afterwards. And secondly, with the vacuum action, I don't have to worry about how hard I need to press, because I basically just apply it to my skin until I can feel my skin pull up and meet it. And then I just pull it along the skin. I don't need to press any harder. And then once I lift it off the end of my face, it goes pop. And so I don't have to worry that I am pressing too hard with this and potentially damaging my skin. So I did record a super HD close-up of my skin before starting this treatment and after, so let's take a look. Okay, so this is what my skin looks like without any makeup on. I just washed my face. I probably have a little bit of like eyeliner flux because I'm usually not all that careful about how I wash my face. But this is it. So you can see, oh yeah, there's some active breakout there. My skin is not all that great. I mean, I have a lot of freckles there. That's not blackheads, that's actually freckles. Broken blood vessels and scarring. little bit of redness there. That's like, sometimes I have those zits that threaten to come up and then they go away on their own. But yeah, you can see that my skin is really uneven. Hopefully it's coming out clearly. If my eyes are bloodshot, I'm not on drugs. That's actually, my contact lenses are the hard type and they don't let my skin breathe all that well. So sometimes I get bloodshot when I'm really tired and have had a long day, so. Yeah. Okay, so this is my face 4 weeks later, and I've been using the PMD once a week, so I've used it 4 times, and this is, I believe, 2 or 3 days after the last time I used it. So you can see a little bit of a difference. I do think that my skin tone is a little bit brighter. Some of my acne scars from before have faded. I do think that it's gotten rid of a little bit of the hyperpigmentation there. I do still have some new breakouts though. So I did not find that this tool actually got rid of my acne breakouts or prevented new acne breakouts, but I do feel that they are a little bit more superficial. They were not as deep and they did not last as long, but this one is just like freshly healing right now. My face is brighter. Actually, my sister says that the skin on my face is now a different color to the skin on the rest of my body. It's almost as if I only put sunblock on my face and not the rest of my body, which is a little bit worrying. But at least she noticed that there was a distinct difference there. Maybe I should have started this this experiment in the winter so that I wouldn't have to worry about tanning or anything like that. So I'm worried that if I keep on using it, my face won't be brighter per se, but actually more pallid. But I'm probably going to continue using this for the next 6 months or so, but maybe only use it once every 2 to 3 weeks instead of once a week, because it is a fairly intense treatment. So I'm trying to stay in focus here. I did get carded a couple of weeks ago. I was buying a lottery ticket and the cashier thought that I was almost 10 years younger than I actually am. So I guess that counts for something. And now I'm going to show you how this works in action. The first thing you want to do is wash your face because your skin has to be clean of any dirt, oil, lotion, or makeup. Pat the skin dry. I know some of you are used to doing this, but please resist the urge because you're going to inflame the skin even before your intense treatment even starts. So do not moisturize after this. Go do something else for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Believe me, I tried this treatment when my skin was still slightly damp after 10 minutes and it almost left skid marks on my face, so please make sure your skin is dry as possible. I'm going to be using the small blue disc for my face. I always start at the jawline just out of habit, and then I go horizontally from the front of my face to my hairline up to, I guess, just above the cheekbone. Please don't use this around your eyes because it may tear the skin. Actually, if you do this with glasses or goggles on, it might be even better because it will deter you from going too close to your eyes. I do my forehead next, and I've tried both horizontal and vertical, and I find that I get better results doing it this way. I've seen some other people use the larger disc meant for the body, and then they go horizontal on the forehead, but I do not trust using the large disc on my face. I also go around my nose, on my upper lip, and on my chin. When I get to my neck area, I then switch to the larger disc, and I also sometimes do my elbows with the large disc to get rid of the little bumps and the ingrown hairs there. You can see that the skin on my cheek is turning red here, which is pretty normal for me. Don't go until you break the skin, as you can get scabbing or scarring from this tool. When you're finished, gently rinse with cool water, pat your skin dry gently, and then you can use toner and or lotion if you want. I'm just going to use straight up olive oil. Since microdermabrasion allows your skin to absorb products up to 20 times more effectively than normal, I would rather use something natural and proven to work for 3,000 years as opposed to absorbing 20 times more toxins than usual. And that is it. So in conclusion, over the last 4 weeks I have seen some minor changes to my skin that I have been pleased with, but I would have preferred to, say, try this for 6 months or so, maybe trying this every 2 to 3 weeks, so that I didn't have to feel rushed with it, and I could see if there have been any like huge changes in my skin or not. I felt that 4 weeks was not really enough time for me to really try this out and make an extensive review on it. Actually, it would have been really cool to only try this on one side of my face and not the other and see if there were any really huge changes, but that would have ended up in me looking quite bizarre, potentially. So if you are interested in trying the PMD, then I'm going to put a promotional code in the description below so you can get 25% off your first purchase. And so that actually equates to around $45 if you're buying the full kit here. So that's actually a pretty good deal. And so I hope this review was educational and enjoyable for you, and we will return to normal programming later. Bye guys.